gilded the lily on that last page.
I'm done, sure.
Like the bad guy was shredded like taco cheese? I'll send the results over to the review board this evening. Did I do okay? Like the second coming of Wyatt Earp. Or Al Capone, maybe.
Morning, Dr. Reed. Morning. Have a seat. It's our last session. I bet you're glad to see this day come. I am. Don't forget, your work to think about. Your entire team had 6 weeks of mandated leave. True, but I am the only one being evaluated for reinstatement. You're the only one on probation. You've had a lifetime's worth of trauma packed into the last 6 months. Mexico, prison, the situation with your mother. Add to that the loss of the team.
It's a lot, I know. It is a lot, but I'm fine now. When do you think the board will make their decision? I feel like we discussed
The decision's been made. Last night.
What is it?
Dr. Reed, several years ago we had a reinstatement hearing very much like this one. Like you, an outstanding agent. Like you, have been through a lot. We reinstated. 2 months later, we overreacted in a hostage situation. Nearly cost 3 people their lives. All that is a way of saying we didn't arrive at this decision in the case.
You said no?
They said yes.
You said yes?
The review board unanimously approved the full reinstatement.
Thank you so much.
There is a condition, however. You may not like it. It's non-negotiable.
Your first day back at school.
And what did you do over your summer vacation?
Boob tube. I always heard people talk about binge watching, so I decided to try it. There's nothing wrong with that. They told us to unplug. We're just following orders.
Where do you want these, boss?
What are they?
Backlog of cases I assisted on while the rest of you were off.
Right there will be fine. It's a bad sign when you need a forklift to move around the serial killer files. How was it? I mean, talk about being dropped into a 10-minute pool.
Oh, it's just nice to be swimming in the stateside. Family loves having dad around a little more, and for the first time in about a decade, my internal clock is normalizing.
Speaking of getting back to normal, we might need a new box with that case. It's so great to see all of your faces again. I have a couple of announcements. Please hold your applause until I'm done. As you have obviously heard, Dr. Spencer Reed has been fully reinstated. Welcome back, Spence. Woohoo! Yeah! Oh, that's not good. I would also like to thank the newest member of our team, Matt Simmons, holding down the fort when we were on the sidelines. IRT's loss is our gain, so we'll reward him.
Thank you, it is great to be here.
Is that the end? That was the end. Yes. Okay, let's get things started. Allow me to provide happy transition to the sad part of our day job. Okay, yesterday afternoon in Naples, Florida, 2 bicyclists stumbled upon 26-year-old Ann Baker. She had been put in a suitcase and left outside. Disarticulated? Can I know what it means? No, she was anonymous. Police found this in Ann Baker's apartment.
She was getting ready for dinner for this job, and
Special dinner. It looks like wine, candles, flowers. Table for 2.
Maybe her dining partner suddenly acquired an appetite for something else.
Police report says no sign of forced entry or struggle. Yes, however, some of the victim's blood was found in the apartment, so that means she was probably killed there and then moved. The unsub simply wanted her dead. Why not just leave her there?
The obvious answer is it wasn't that simple.
Not easy to fault somebody up like a boat. That's so strong.
It's sad practice. 2 weeks ago, police found this. She has not been identified yet, besides the fact that she is a she.
Similar suitcases.
And they look old, almost vintage. We have suitcases of our own to pack, wheels up in 30.
when I started being passion for football.
It was a hard football journey. Being a zero-star recruit, really taught me to put my head down and just keep working. Playing for Dad, not only is he the coach, we represent him on the field. Draft night will be legendary.
Serial killer Carl Panzram said, I believe the only way to reform people is to kill them. So we get an idea on our Jane Doe victimology is limited to Ann Baker, so what do you
Florida native, worked as an RN at a local hospital, volunteered at a health care facility, and well-liked by friends and neighbors.
What a love life. Plus one missing from that dinner, Robert.
That says her she was single, never married.
Boyfriends, Garcia?
None currently, although Ian did have an active social media presence, including dating apps.
Do you remember the luggage was purchased?
Not in any retail outlet for your neighbors, I can tell you that much.
Symbolism 101 will tell you if he sends his victims packing, hit the road, Jack, and don't come back.
Or revenge, maybe on a woman who once sent tilted lover. That's how Ted Bundy got started.
Oh, no. You guys, another woman's body has been found in a suitcase by a bus stop. She's been identified as Laura Weston.
Okay, Officer Whelan, go to this new bus stop crime scene. A place this public, there have got to be witnesses or surveillance cameras. Dave, JJ, you'll go talk to me. I mean, Matt and Tara, you'll go to Laura Weston's home. Reed, you and I will set up the local PD.
COD Laura Weston was asphyxia like the other victims. Unlike the others, she suffered lacerations to arms and hands.
Defensive wounds.
But he didn't use a knife to kill her. Must have been to initially control her.
I wanted you to see this.
The other two victims had lipstick.
Our Jane Doe was too deeply close to town. Ann Baker, yes. Not this exaggerated.
Any evidence of sexual assault?
None. Which surprised me. Laura was wearing this and only this when she was found at the bus stop. And there were traces of marks in the line.
Spermicide. Condoms are sometimes treated with marks in the line.
No, unless this was under duress, postmortem staging, it looks like the victim was preparing for consensual sex.
We're comparing dental records to our Jane Doe. Hopefully we'll get an ID soon. You okay?
Mm-hmm. No. Actually, no.
What's going on?
There was a condition to my reinstatement. For every 100 days that I spend in the field, I'm required to keep 30 days off.
I know. You told me.
So it's not even a full reinstatement.
Of course it is. But the 30-day clause is just a temporary safety valve. We all need one now and then. Hell, I just finished watching 119 episodes of The Amazing Race for that reason. Besides, it's not like to be put in mothballs for those 30 days. I've arranged for you to teach a series of seminars to other agents.
Seminars about what?
It's up to you. The world according to Spencer Lee.
Really?
About what?
About me being in the field? Am I freaked out? Overreact?
Why would you even...
Because I wanted to kill Scratch.
Standing room only on that bus.
No, I mean it literally. After what he did to you, if I had found him, I would have killed him. And I would have slept well.
The review board asked me to weigh in before they made their decision, and I told them that you are rock solid.
Thank you for putting yourself out.
I know you, Spencer. I'm a simple girl. Laura Weston's parents are waiting for me in the interview room. Anything from the bus stop?
Zero. No witnesses, no video. Bus line didn't go anywhere special. So maybe this guy is really lucky or he's really good. They did pull some blood off the handle of the suitcase that they put into the outside.
Maybe he injured himself this time.
I'll call local ERs, check to see if anybody that fits the sub's profile might have got stitched up last night.
Good, keep me posted.
There you go. Oh, careful, it's hot.
Thanks.
Thought I recognized that sound.
What sound?
Barista mating call.
Stop being ridiculous. He works here all week and then shows up on his one day off.
It's not the coffee he's coming in for. It's you.
I'm not gonna bother him. He told me a family member died recently. So? I don't exactly think his mind's on dating.
I said mating, not dating. And he's a guy, and that stuff's never off their minds. Fine. But I don't want to hear it when one day he leaves and you sit here crying about what could have been.
Same as Anne's appointment. 2 for 2 wine, candles, all of it.
Tara checked Lara's lipstick stash at her apartment. She only used gloss or pale tones.
So he brings the lipstick with him just like the suitcases. Hey, gotta go with Laura's parents.
Worst part of the job, always has been, always will be. Do you have any idea who might have done this? No. They said their daughter was warm and generous. The type who always befriended the unpopular kid in school. She never saw a stray dog she didn't want to adopt. She was working as a yacht broker down at the...
She any men in her life?
Nobody special. Like Ann Baker, she was using dating apps. Her parents did say that she had been depressed recently. Her best friend died in a drowning accident in California. She was struggling with it.
These are sexualized environments, no sexual activity. I think imitates his feelings range.
Except that typically happens in the moment. His unsub comes to the scene with a suitcase ready. It is premeditated. Okay, so both victims gravitated toward those in need. Lewis mentioned Ted Bundy on the jet, and what if it's that? Just for a twist.
Twist was already twisted.
Bundy's ruse was to pretend to be injured, right? Hobbling around on crutches, ask women for help.
Yeah, he needed that prop.
But would-be victims are set up like that. The crutch will make them more subtle. Like something internal. Not a broken bone. Maybe a broken heart.
Thought you might want to refill.
Thank you.
What happened to your hair?
Sort of a thought these days.
I know the feeling. To lose somebody close. I mean, my dad died when I was 9.
It's hard.
You have somebody you can talk to about it?
My grandmother, when she's sick. I don't like to upset her.
Sorry.
We haven't matched dental records at our Jane Doe yet. We're waiting to search 100 miles at a time. Hopefully she will have the stuff.
Guys, both victims were wearing a lipstick called Midnight Surprise, which contains red dye number 2 in it. Here's the thing, red dye number 2 was found to be carcinogenic and has abandoned the manufacturing of cosmetics since the 1980s.
That's surprise. So I guess lip cancer qualifies as a surprise.
Old suitcases and 30-year-old lipstick is fixing it.
Or a woman from the past. Someone who maybe packed up and left when Ronsa was a child. Mother.
Forensic was abandoned as her victims were service for female breath.
Where have you been?
Please don't do that. I've met someone. Her name is Helen. She works at the coffee shop with me. I told you about her before, remember? She's not like the others, Grandma, honest. She told me today she lost her dad when she was 9. Almost like me with my mom.
Her father died. Your mother left.
Helen understands.
This is what you want. Whore, just like all the rest.
Don't call her that.
That's what she is, a whore. And she's gonna leave you. She's gonna go. She's gonna leave you just like your mother.
Don't let it. Come back.
Being a black man in this world.
You think it's easy being a black woman?
Men have terrorized the city long enough. Women may have to get to work. Now that dude is gone, I feel like we all can move on for it.
Streets always gonna have them.
There's a war brewing.
I'm still trying to find an overlap with these victims. One's a nurse, one sells boats. How are they intersecting with the unsub?
Death, maybe. And maybe she volunteered at a palliative care facility. Or had a family just recently died.
By drowning in California.
And the practice that world was struggling with depression. So she sought out help, counseling, support.
And Ted Bundy, for the emo generation, grief and loss are the bait, and that's how he draws his victims into his orbit.
You're right.
Looking for a male in his early to mid-20s. He's strong enough to strangle his victims, stuff them into oversized luggage, and then transport the bodies to secondary disposal center.
He's most likely handsome and non-threatening. He's able to insinuate himself into his victim's life romantically before murder.
But this person differs from the usual term hunter in that he does not actively seduce his victims.
Rather, they come to him. He hunts by making himself the hunter.
In psychoanalysis, this is known as the Florence Nightingale effect, a term given to caregivers who develop strong sexual or romantic relationships with their patients.
We believe the stress has been in place since childhood and involves abandonment by the maternal figure, most likely his actual mother.
But this goes far beyond mere sticking out of lost motherly love. For some reason, his need is entangled with intense and ritualistic homicidal impulses.
Something or someone else could be in play.
Up until now, he's been able to easily compartmentalize his life, separating the psychopath who kills from the part of him who easily blends into society. However, something recently triggered a breakdown in these walls, and his ability to separate the sane from the psychopath is rapid.
We therefore expect this killer will become more reckless and more violent. Time is of the essence.
No one will. All the evidence.
Florence Nightingale, why does that type of woman flip the switch?
I could make a joke about uniforms and sponge baths. But that would be beneath me.
No witnesses, geoprofile's been a dead end. We can at least narrow down the time frame. Did the enemy have an estimate overdosed. Ballpark, month and a half ago.
The end of August, roughly.
Garcia,
Welcome to the request line at noon with Penny. What's your pleasure?
I need you to check and see if anything unusual happened in the Naples area during the last 2 weeks of August.
Unusual. You narrow that down to scope?
Not yet, unfortunately.
I'll think it unusual.
Garcia, did you look for any overlap between Laura's support group and the palliative facility and volunteer work?
Yeah, I did. I thought it was nice.
Okay, expanded to include friends and extended family.
Expansion commencing. Quest line is closed. Wow.
Given the high-profile dump sites, I am amazed this guy has remained so elusive.
He's passive. Back when I was on the fugitive task force, those were my expensive catches.
Both victims were level-headed when measured, pragmatic, not the type for impulsive forward romance.
Well, how's the courtship going to proceed slowly?
But we have taken the pressure away from him. Now, without the time to select and groom, odds are he'll just become less selective.
We caught a break. Jenna Burgess ID Jane Doe, our first victim, as Patty Dunlop. Single, originally from Philadelphia. Victim in Alfred.
Work history?
It's sketchy. She bounced around a lot. Taos, Key West, Sedona.
I smell a trust fund kid and patchouli oil.
We didn't have a whole lot of friends. No one reported her missing.
Chevrolet, where the journey begins. Take this one. On the open road, freedom awaits. It's up to you to claim it. No matter the journey, cherish it. And wherever it takes you, let Hardy be a part of it. We love you and we need you. Together, let's drive.
One Life Fitness is coming soon, and we've got something for everyone. From midday movers to sunset shakers, from powerful workouts to peaceful flows, from personal training to personal bests. Whatever your fitness journey, enjoy premium amenities with a supportive staff, all at an affordable price. That's why we're the best value in fitness. Go to onelifefitness.com to join today. One Life Fitness, every journey welcome.
I avoided credit cards most of my life. But when I started to create a streaming platform for musicians like me, I knew it was important to build my credit to set my business over. I heard about the China Credit Builder card and I signed up right away. I didn't have to worry about fees, interest, or credit checks. Within a month, my score went up. Now it's up over 100 points. I feel set up for success, and so is my business. I tell everybody about the China Credit Builder card. Go. Check it out at chime.com.
Atlanta, we are. Keep your game face on. Think of all the relationship.
In just 1 year, I had over $900 in banking fees.
and I had enough. And I realized just how much money I could save. That's when I found Chime, and I signed up immediately. There's no overdraft fees, no monthly fees, and over 60,000 fee-free ATMs. Just by banking with Chime, I'm saving hundreds of dollars a year, and I'm using that extra money for my daughter's future. For a normal guy like me, I've given myself a small raise. Join me at chime.com.
Brenda is a CIA trained interrogation